My name is Marsh Lavenue. I work for Intera Incorporated. We're based here in Austin, Texas. We're a middle market company. Quantifying and managing risks is what our company is all about. We have an awesome team. We've been together a long, long time. I've been here 35 years. I started as a staff hydrogeologist. So a lot of our staff have been here, and we continue to grow our company. The culture is one of, obviously, an ownership culture, a very broad distribution of ownership. And what we found is, over the last few years, of course, as we hired younger staff, and everybody knows kind of some of the differences in the way that the younger generation are looking at employee engagement. It's not the same as what we had with my baby boomer colleagues or the Gen Xers. So the culture, of course, is changing, and we've had to change our systems and our communication accordingly. So I took over the leadership in Intera in 2008, and around 2011 I decided, as we were really starting to grow and add, again, the younger staff fresh out of school, I decided to initiate a survey program, an employee survey program. And so we did we developed a sheet, 10, 20 questions that we thought were the right questions to ask. Sent that out. As it was anonymous, the results were tallied by our HR director, and I got a series of data sets back from various offices. And what I learned from that was that I needed more information. I got the sense that people were in general happy if you looked at the various attributes that were questions we asked. But then some of the comments were not quite in sync with some of the scores I was seeing. And so I wasn't able to dig deeper into the results. I didn't know, for example, out of one office where we might have 2 or 3, 4 managers, which of those managers' groups were happy, which of those managers' groups were not that happy, where the improvement areas were. So I got an overall diagnostic, but I wasn't really able to disaggregate that any further. The Workify surveys have provided a certain, corporate gets it. They understand that we really have some things to suggest. We have some things to weigh in on. But given the anxiety of raising your hand saying, hey, I think you all could do a lot better on this, or that, the Workify gives us an opportunity to autonomously provide their voice and independently suggest things that we could do to improve the workplace. And so that transparency that the Workify analytics gave us has enabled me to come to our management team individually and identify what can we do to help improve these areas of weakness that are obviously being shown in the surveys that we're getting. I think everybody was pretty thrilled with the analytics that we got, because for the first time we could see geographically, and even within our labor categories, our senior versus our middle versus our entry-level staff, we get a real good sense of the engagement at all levels of the company, slice and dice as you wish, geographic, labor category, and we could really hone in on where the pockets, again, of strength, strong engagement were, and where those areas where we need to have more improvement. We have actionable data that we can speak to, and it informs it informs not only me, but I report the results to our board of directors. And they want to see the benchmarks. They want to understand what the participation rate was, and how are we doing in this attribute, how are we doing in this metric. And so the number one, I guess, benefit that we're getting from Workify is it's enabling us to develop the culture that we strive for. As I mentioned, we're a 40-year-old company. We have 150 staff. Consulting firms have only one asset, that's their people. And so, one of our mottos is to deliver excellence in everything that we do, whether it's we're working for a client, or you're doing internal work for each other, delivering excellence is one of our key values. If you don't back that up in the engagement tools that you're using for your staff, do you really believe it? And so what I found in Workify, and the reason why we decided to implement Workify, and the reason why we're happy with it, is it says, first and foremost, to the individual Intera employee, hey, we're spending some time and effort on really getting some good tools in here so that the feedback and the engagement that the company is trying to achieve is in fact being measured, monitored, and communicated. It is an employee engagement activity that we're doing that, because our assets are our people and our people are our only assets, it is a way for us to continue to improve our assets. And it also, of course, helps with making sure that people stay here for a long period of time, that they're part of our team. We train them. We want to make sure that it's as good an experience for them as I've had myself here for 35 years. I want it to be better. And that's one thing that, there was no Workify back in 1985 when I started here. So I've been very excited with the data I've been getting. People are now starting to see the value and the value add. And the ROI is, it pays for itself many times over. So we've been thrilled with it.